All right, YouTube, we're back again. We are live. Sorry for the postponements, but I got to do it when I can do it. I'm doing my best to keep following up, and if I got to reschedule. But this won't be long, anyways. Again, as always, it's Zulu Gullah. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I want y'all to recall a black female reporter. I think she's based out of New York. Um, She was endorsing the Democratic Party when that first wave of immigration started hitting New York. And, she was trying to explain like the spending, the giving of housing and snaps and funds and Medicare and all those things. Uh, One of the key things that she spoke of was that it would benefit black businesses, black bodegas, as far as providing the immigrants with funds to buy foods. So it would boost the grocery economy. And she tried to relate it to black owned bodegas and groceries, right? Now, in the description, I put the link to an article to show you that when they do stuff like that to inflame you, to inflate information to make it seem like it's going to be significant and impactful when it really isn't. First and foremost, the article that I put in the description tells you that there's a need for more black groceries. So, for one, you have less black groceries and bodegas in New York compared to everybody else, other groups, right? And not only that, that article that I put in here says that the grocers that that we do have black are so rare to the point to where it's like almost non-existent, pretty much. Just about any city that you go, town that you go, where do you really see a black grocery store or a black bodega? For that matter, in general, black business. See, I knew this woman was lying way back then, and this is part of the things that all the politicians do this, whether Democrat or Republican. All of them do this. They've been doing this for years. But the problem is we don't do anything about it, and we don't say nothing, and we don't fact check. Um, it's just like the black farmers. Black farmers went away. You still have some. They're very rare. Uh, Go hand in hand with black grocers, black business in general, on the decline. Especially in areas like that, essential needs. Groceries are essential needs. You have to have grocery stores. You have to have gas stations. You have to have any quick shop location in general. You have to have those things, and that is an arena where we are like non-existent. Hardly there. Period. But it's a shame when they try to make it seem like something's benefiting black people when it's not. It's actually hurting you, right? You're not the demographic that will receive the benefit of the government handing out money to immigrants. Those immigrants are going to spend money with their kind and use it to their benefit. They're not going to come in black establishments. That's out of the question. And this is something that I want you to know, that you need to really stay away from any political group or anybody that's being a spokesperson for them trying to say what's benefiting black people, and it's really not. It's actually at the expense of you. They're taking the black people that work, the taxpayer dollars, they're giving it to other people, and other people, when they come over here, they don't include you. They're not all inclusive. They stay away from you. Yes, they'll let you spend your money with them, but they won't spend money with you. They won't do business with you. And they won't support you. Yet they use the civil rights that blacks fought for and come over here and laugh in your face. And they're taking your tax dollars down. So this is the basis for when I talk about reparations. This is the basis for the blasphemy, the smack in the faces that we continually receive. And a lot of people can say what they want. Um, you have to admit we don't get anything. And I don't understand why support other groups who blatantly disregard you and don't acknowledge the foundation that you laid. You let most other groups tell it blacks have a lot of stereotypes, a lot of negative stereotypes. But they forget we were the first ones over here who had to go through this nonsense. And we had to push it to this point. Every group has their own kind that doesn't act ideal. Every group has its problems. And you got to look at it too. Y'all come over here. We don't go over there. Y'all run over here. And not only that, y'all use the foundation that we laid to get over here. Yet you're thinking you're something above us once you get here. Or you too good for us. It's something. You have to feel used for other people to use your resources, and they don't do business with you. They don't say thank you. They don't support you. They don't join in on anything. They just take it and run, and they go to their little corners, and they stay isolated to their own, and they look at you as if you're the problem when you've been part of the solution for them, whether they want to acknowledge it or not. Um, I need to get that footage. I'll be so busy, and when I'm looking at stuff when I have time, right then and there at the moment, I should clip it, at least, stamp it, and I don't. That's my fault. But, that lady was real sassy. She was doing the typical all in front of the camera, smiling and grinning, spewing rhetoric, basically lies, like giving immigrants money and food benefits benefit black businesses. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Um, I'm gonna do another stream later. I just don't understand this siding with everybody. Nobody supports us. I mean, you had a what? You had a Republican congresswoman or senator, I believe, complained about giving reparations to blacks out in California. All the free money that immigrants from out of South America and Central America then receive off the backs of American taxpayers. It's just disgusting at this point. Brother Phil Scott, he's referenced how in 1 year's time, 4 years' time, something like that. So it's in between COVID and a little bit after or shortly after Biden took office, how Asians received legislation for protection. And I mean, literally, like I can go about 2, maybe 3 generations back, early 1900s, in my family, and then some of the guys I went to school with, some of my peers, and they have photos of relatives hanging from a tree. And it's not even about them being unsolved, because the white men that were in the official positions within the town, county government, was there and president participated in it. It's just a matter of nobody was held accountable. And we never received any legislation. We've received civil rights acts and things like that, but never no really protection, along with reparations. So I want y'all to know that, man. Like, I look at stuff, and when people start talking, I can dissect it, and then I can go find something to prove them otherwise. Politicians like, I was a Trump supporter just because of numbers and, pre-inflation and stuff like that, how, you're able to make more money, pay your bills, prices were down. That was the only benefit of Trump. Uh, at this particular point, right, I would rather have Trump, but I have a bad taste in my mouth all across the board, because this inflation alone has made me double down, triple down, quadruple down on reparations. And I'm at the point to where, like, I'm calling out both sides, unapologetically, straight up. And then not only that, I'm pointing the finger at the black church. I'm pointing the finger at the conscious community. I'm pointing the finger at the Congressional Black Caucus. I'm pointing the finger at all black organizations. Anybody that's a public figure, an activist on behalf of black people, I'm pointing the finger at you and calling you a failure. And you're just as bad as both the Republicans, Democratic Party, and also the white supremacists and all the white terrorist groups who've done everything they have in this country to black people. I'm putting them all in the same boat. They're all failures and fuck boys and fuck girls. They're terrible. Because this is getting ridiculous. We should have had a protection bill a long time ago, and we should have had reparations a long time ago. And we've paid taxes, and we've paid and paid and paid and paid, and everybody takes what we do, and they give us nothing. I want y'all to know that. This is your boy Zulu Go. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and I'll talk to y'all later. We'll do some more streams later on.